Hello and welcome to McCormick Gymnasium on the campus of Shanley High School for a North Dakota High School basketball matchup between the Grand Forks Red River Roughriders and the Shanley Deacons. I'm Brian Altringer alongside my partner, Joe Cavill. We'll break this game down for you and actually get into the game itself after a message from our Deacon partners.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Beyond Boundaries Therapy Services, Butler Machinery, Ed's Marine, the Fargo Jet Center, First International Bank and Trust, Forum Communications, Haley's Hope, Hurley's Religious Goods, Luther Family Buick GMC, Master Construction, Moore Engineering, Network Center, Northern Improvement, Off the Wall Advertising, Robert Gibb and Sons, Sanford, SCHEELS, Taxman, TCI Insurance, and Wolf Steel Construction.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. Again, I'm Brandon Altringer, joined alongside my partner, Joseph Cavan. This is Eastern Dakota Conference boys basketball on Shanley TV. Well, we have the Grand Forks Red River Roughriders coming at 14-5 in the EDC. And on the other hand, we have Shanley at 11-8, just a little bit lower in the rankings. So, Joe, we've talked a little about the teams, especially with EDC coming up next week. This is a huge game for each team. Who's going to have to kind of step up and be your player to watch tonight?
Yeah, for the Red River Roughriders, I have Brady Dvorak on for players to watch. He's been shooting the ball great from the three-point line, and he really gets the rock moving around the court and sets his teammates up. And then for the Shanley Deacons, I have Tallenhofer. He's a great all-around player. He can facilitate the ball, and then he can score at will. So it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, both those players averaging double digits as well as about 5 dimes a game. So really good players to key in on for tonight's matchup. Before we get underway and the teams get going here, we do have some starters for you. Shanley will go with Quincy Smith, Tallenhofer, Emmett Kenny, Brandon Kaiser, and Roman Shrema. Facing up against them for the Roughriders will be Dvorak, Springer, Parks, Benson, and Enerson. Well, Joe, any final comments? Are you ready to get the tip underway and get going for some EDC basketball?
Yeah, I'm just ready to get going and watching some good basketball tonight.
As it will be Shrema and Enerson going for the tip here. And just like that, we are underway from McCormick Gymnasium with Brady Dvorak bringing the ball up for the Roughriders. Looks like the Deacons are going to start in a little one-on-one here, a little man-to-man defense. As that's going to be Parks in front of the Shanley bench with the ball. Swings it over to Enerson, down to Springer in the corner. Springer's going to drive, take it right to the hoop. Won't get it to go. Shrema with the rebound for Shanley.
It'll be interesting to see how Shanley can deal with Red River's athleticism they have. They have a lot of athletes on the court, so it'll be interesting to see if they'll stay in a man-to-man or might switch to a zone.
Nice pass from Kenny down low to Shrema, and Shrema able to get it to go. 2 points for Shanley.
It's one thing Red River really doesn't have. They don't really have that big man like Shanley has with Shrema down low.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate for Shanley as Patrick Bath is actually at home sick. So that's kind of lucky for Red River since they don't have to guard 2 of those big guys, just one in Roman Shrema. How big of a loss is that, though, for Shanley on the offensive end?
That's a huge loss for Shanley. Another guy 6'5 plus not to be on the court there, that's a huge loss for Shanley.
Benson with the rebound, kicks it over to Dvorak. Dvorak back to Enerson. Looks to drive on Shrema. Little mismatch there for Enerson, but not able to get it to go as Shanley gets another rebound.
Enerson will definitely have the matchup on the offensive end there against Shrema. He's got the step on him a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see if Shrema will play off of him a little bit and give him some room.
Going to be Shanley ball underneath their own hoop. Looks like Red River might come out in a little 2-3 zone as they try to trap Tallenhofer in the corner. And it looks like they will play that 2-3 zone, so we'll have to see how Shanley handles that early in this game. DeKaiser stuck there. Somehow able to get the 2-point basket to go. Shanley's lead out to 4.
DeKaiser definitely got the roll on that basket.
A little bit of luck there for DeKaiser as Dvorak goes to work on Kenny. Benson in the corner now, guarded by Kenny after the switch. Cutting Enerson, not able to control it. As it looked like Schramm was going to take the ball up the floor, and you kind of hear some parents there in the background as they wanted him to get that to a guard. Kenny going to take the 3, not able to get it to go. Rebound coming down to Red River. Springer in the corner takes that 3, not able to get it to go as it's thrown right out of bounds. As Kenny and Schramm were not on the same page there, and we did have, it looked like Springer kind of fell into the bench there.
Yeah, I got a little distracted there. Sorry about that, Braden. Yeah, Springer went actually, after that 3, fell back into the bench, so that was interesting.
Very interesting there. I was not sure if he maybe just tripped or a little push there, but anyway, he is okay, and we are back playing basketball. Nice pass to Enerson. Blocked. Nope, they're going to say a foul there on. Looks like it's going to be called on Schramm, which will send Enerson to the line for 2.
Yeah, I think Schramm got a little piece of his hand there. It looked pretty clean from up here, but you could kind of see his hand got hit there a little bit.
First personal on Schramm. First team foul of the game.
And that's another thing to be interested to see. Shanley really only has one big guy out there tonight, so if Schramm gets into foul trouble, that could be a very interesting situation for the Deacons.
Yeah, those are their 2 big guys that get some playing time. Someone to watch, though, as Joe and I were talking, Connor Kraft, the freshman, another freshman for Shanley, might get some playing time. We'll have to see what Coach Paper decides to do. Smith over to Hoffer in front of the Rough Rider bench. Gives it to a cutting DeKaiser. Somehow gets swatted out of DeKaiser's hands, but Hoffer not able to get the basket to go as it looks like he did miss everything. Parks over to Dvorak in the corner. Dvorak's going to do a little jab step, but can't get the 3 to go as rebound comes down to DeKaiser. DeKaiser finds an open Hoffer down low, goes right into the body of Enerson, and gets the 2-point basket to go. Strong finish by Hoffer.
The Deacons are doing a really good job with cutting and moving around and finding the open man. They're not settling for a bad shot. They're really working the ball around to get that easy bucket.
And earlier in the year, we kind of saw them just settling and taking those shots, but now they're really trying to find that good shot that's going to get them quality looks as the ball goes off of Shanley and will stay with Red River. Benson over to Springer. Springer to Dvorak, goes to work on DeKaiser. Finds an opening but can't get it to go as DeKaiser brings down another rebound. DeKaiser on the near side tries to drive baseline, gets stopped there. After the rebound comes down to himself, swings out to Kenny, who's going to take the 3, not able to get it to go as he is cold to start this game from the 3-point range. Looks like they're going to say that is going to be with Red River off of Shanley as Owen Mears checks into the game for the first time.
Red River's really been doing a good job of driving to the bucket. Now they just need to start finishing those drives. They've been really struggling with that here early in the game.
Looks like we have a little issue with the shot clock, so it looks like they got that all figured out, and that's going to be Dvorak throwing the ball in for Red River. Springer's going to get called for the travels. It looks like he took a few too many steps before he took that dribble.
Yeah, I got a little excited there.
Saw an opening and wanted to go there as fast as possible, but forgot to put the ball on the floor as Smith will bring the ball up the floor for Shanley.
Looks like Red River's back to a man-to-man.
Nice basket there by Smith, and the foul will be sent to the line to convert the 3-point play.
Early timeout here by Red River.
Timeout by Red River. And something interesting that I've kind of noticed so far in the first 3 or 4 minutes is the energy in this gym. Not a lot of energy here so far. You think that's going to pick up as the game progresses?
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet here early on, but yeah, I definitely think it'll be picking up here as the game progresses. And it was a great timeout here by Red River's coach to just calm his guys down and tell them, hey, we need to get that spark of life and get going. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out from this timeout.
So just 4 minutes into the game, Shanley's got an early 7-point lead with Red River just having 1 point. Are you a little surprised by that? Is there a very high-caliber offensive team and the defensive side?
Yeah, I'm very surprised. Shanley's done a great job of defending them thus far. So 1 point is really good to hold them for 4 minutes. So that's
looks like it's going to be Smith at the line now to convert the 3-point play. attempt is good. Gets the 3-point play. And an 8-point lead now for Shanley. Parks hands it off to Enerson. Enerson over to Dvorak. Dvorak, a little spin move. Gets an open layup, but can't get it to go. And gets the rebound out to Parks after a couple players hustle after the ball. It's going to be Parks. Swings it over to Enerson. Going to take that open three. Won't be able to get that to go. Ball hits the out-of-bounds line and will head over to Shanley.
Red River is still having a really tough time finishing at the rim. It's not the matter of getting to the rim because they're getting there super easily. They just haven't been able to finish those easy buckets.
Yeah, if you're Coach Tony Paper, you got to be a little worried because they're getting those open shots, like you said.
Yeah,
if they
really
start getting those
there.
to go, it's going to be a 9-9 ball game before we know it. As DeKaiser goes to work on Parks. Nice pass to Shrema. Not able to get it to go. Rebound down to Parks and Red River. Parks over to Enerson, guarded by Shrema. As Joe said, we are going to have to watch that mismatch, see if Enerson can take advantage of that.
Shanley's doing a great job of getting out.
Just before he said it, there you go, two-point basket.
They were doing a great job getting out to the defenders and rotating on the defensive side there.
That basket's going to be by the senior Trader, newly checked in to the game. Smith gets the screen from Shrema. Shrema, a little bit of a mismatch, see if they can find him down low.
He definitely has the height advantage down there.
Smith trying to find him, gets the ball to him, but Trader able to knock it out of bounds, but will stay with Shanley.
That was a great play there by Trader, using his feet to get around Shrema to block that ball out of bounds.
Jackson Lyer checks into the game for Shanley, gives Quincy Smith a quick breather. Mears gets it to Hoffer, stolen there by Dvorak. Nice defensive play for Dvorak.
That was very just a heads-up play there, having his hands ready.
Benson, nice pass to the cutting Trader. Gets his second layup to go of the evening. Quick 4 points for Trader.
Yeah, this could be the spark of light, the spark that Red River needs with Trader coming into the game.
Mears guarded closely there by Benson. Looking for somewhere to go, but can't really find anywhere. But finds an open Hoffer cutting to the hoop. Gets an easy layup. Extends the lead back out to 6 for Shanley.
That was a great cut there by Hoffer, just having the awareness of knowing that one of his players was in trouble and cutting to get open and then getting the easy two.
His basketball IQ has got to be top 5, I would say, in the state.
Yes, for sure.
Very talented player, not only with his abilities, but also his mental abilities and his IQ. Basket there by Enerson.
That was great hesitation there by Enerson. He knew that the two defenders were coming, so he just waited. They blew right by, and he went up for the easy two. Great patience.
So we were talking a little bit earlier about maybe Connor Kraft coming into the game as one of those big guys, but it's actually going to be Matthew Holstein, the junior, for Shanley, going to check in at the next dead ball.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he comes out. It's the varsity level, so it'll be interesting to see how he does.
Yeah, he's got some garbage minutes, should we say, but he's not gotten like huge minutes in critical games, so we'll have to see how he handles the pressure this evening. Big man checking in for Red River is going to be 40 Steckler. Gives Benson a quick breather.
This is more of a good matchup for Shrema with Steckler in now. They're both similar players with size-wise.
Hoffer able to get the 2-point basket to go off the inbound play. Quick 6 points for Hoffer.
And both teams are heating up here.
Trader with the ball, guarded closely by Lyer. Enerson just able to control that, as Hoffer will now guard him on the defensive end for Shanley. Holstein knocks the ball, looks like away from Parks. Parks going to go to work on him and able to knock it out of the hands is Mears, I believe. And Shanley will look to extend their lead.
That was a great awareness play there by Shanley on the defensive end.
Mears drives middle. Nice bounce pass to Shrema. Looks like they are going to call him for a travel. And from our vantage point, it did look like he took a few too many steps. So we'll head over to Red River.
Yeah.
And we do have another, first shout out, shall I say, by my mom, Connie Altringer. Thank you for tuning in, Mom. And also thank you for tuning in to my grandpa and grandma and Nancy in Arizona. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for the support.
It's always fun to see when the grandparents are tuning in to listen to us.
Absolutely.
That's good stuff.
Looks like that they're going to call that off of Trader, and it's going to go back to Shanley.
It'll be interesting to see how the turnovers stack up here later in the game because, I mean, right now it might not seem like a big deal, but as the game progresses, it's definitely going to take a toll on the game.
Absolutely, as Hoffer going to take the three-point attempt and not able to get it to go. Kind of looked like it was going to go in for a second, but just to the right side as Red River looks to push the pace. Owen goes diving. Owen Mears goes diving into the crowd, able to save it, but Red River is going to maintain. And that's kind of what he's known for, making those aggressive hustle plays on the defensive end. That's how he adds his abilities to Shanley.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Braden. That was exactly what I was going to say. He's a hustle player. He's out there to play defense and get steals, and that's exactly what he was doing right there.
They're going to get a foul on Shanley. Looks like they're going to call that on Liar. First personal, second team foul for Shanley. So far in the game, a pretty clean game by both teams.
Yeah, it has been really clean thus far, so I'm excited to see if it keeps going that way or if there will be a few more fouls called.
Trader gets the free throw to go as Springer checks back in for Parks. DeKaiser will also check in for Shanley, gives Hoffer a breather. Emmett Kenny also checking in for Shanley, sends Mears to the bench.
Holsting's been doing a really good job playing defense thus far, so
yeah, looks pretty cool, calm and collective. So if you're Coach Tony Paper and Shanley, you got to be really thrilled with how he's handled the pressure so far. You know, something else to mention is the senior, Matthew Trader for Red River, already has a quick 6 points off the bench, leading scorer for them. Someone that doesn't get a lot of points, but when he's able to provide, it's very big for Red River.
That's huge for a team, yeah. Having a guy like that be able to come off your bench and provide your team with that spark of life, that's just huge for any team.
Kenny throws the ball in to DeKaiser for Shanley as he just avoided a 5-second violation. Kenny to DeKaiser, swings over to Liar. Gonna take the three-point attempt, not able to get it to go as the rebound comes down to Red River and Steckler.
Red River's really been changing up their defense. They're going from that 2-3 to a man, so Shanley just kind of needs to adjust to that a little quicker and realize what defense Red River is in.
DeKaiser brings the ball up the floor as it looks like Benson's gonna check in to the game for Red River at the next dead ball. Kenny guarded by Trader. Attempts to drive, but kicks it over to DeKaiser, who will drive. Nice pass there, but big block underneath by Steckler. Liar with the ball on the near side. Tipped out of his hands by Trader, and Dvorak's going to push it. Go up for the layup. Not able to get to go, and the big man for Shanley coming down with the board.
Dvorak has had a really tough time in this game so far with finishing.
Kenny looking for a screen from Shrema, but drives middle. Tipped pass there by Trader. Looks like Coach Tony Paper and Shanley wants a timeout. And it looks like we do have our second shout out of the game. Now it's going to be Joe Cava's mom, Mary Cava. Thank you, Mary, for tuning in from North Moorhead. So now you get a little support, so we both got our support systems looking in on us tonight.
It's always good when the moms are watching us.
It's always fun.
TV.
And we do have another shout out. It looks like this one's going to be from San Diego. Grandparents and uncle of Quincy Smith. And Quincy Smith did want to mention that he does say hello to his grandparents and uncle in San Diego. Thank you guys for tuning in. So 13-9. Do you think it's kind of a low-scoring game? I would say. Would you agree with that so far?
Yeah. So far it's been a really low-scoring game. I would agree. But both teams have been playing great defense, so it'll be exciting to see if that'll pick up here later in the game.
And just like that, we do have another shout-out coming from Richard Shrema, watching from Minot. Thank you, Richard, for tuning in. Kenny looking for someone to throw it into, finds Hoffer, as Red River will be back in that 2-3 zone. And folks, at halftime, we will be doing our last segment of the Senior Spotlight. We will be interviewing ourselves, Joe Cava and Braden Altringer. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that to get to know us a little bit better and see what our plans are for the upcoming year in college. Smith over to Hoffer. Looks like Red River is going to go back to their man-on-man as Hoffer gets the screen from Shrema.
Got a mismatch down low here. Let's see if they can find Shrema.
Shrema's trying to go to work. Kenny's pointing him out. We'll see if Smith gets it down to him. Nice entry pass over the outstretched Red River player and gets the foul called. Excellent ball movement there by Shanley to find the Shrema down low with the mismatch.
That was a great job there by Schramer, really working that mismatch and trying to get the ball. He was really making it tough for the Red River defenders to switch back.
It'll be Shrema at the line for 2. First one is up and just short, no good. Second attempt from Shrema is good. Goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Will be Trader. A little battle of the twos here as it's going to be Quincy Smith guarding Trader. Open Park's going to take the 3. Can't get it to go, but rebound comes down to Red River and Steckler. Going to get fouled, so will be sent to the line for 2. Looks like they're going to call that on Roma Shrema. Second personal, so something to watch for with Patrick Bath not being available tonight for Shanley.
Yeah, Coach Paper will definitely have to keep an eye on that with Shrema having 2 fouls early in the game.
First one from Steckler is good.
It's definitely been a battle of the bigs here tonight too. They've been crashing the boards hard and really battling it out.
Second one is no good from Steckler. Just a 4-point margin separating Red River and Shanley. DeKaiser guarded by Benson, trying to get around him, but Benson doing an excellent job keeping him in front of him. Kaiser drives baseline, gets double teamed, gets it to an open Smith, gonna take the 3, not able to get it to go. Steckler making his presence known again and gets another rebound for the Rough Riders.
Red River's been really good with the boards here tonight.
Able to get it to go. I think that was Benson.
That was Benson
with the basket.
Yep.
Getting him on the score sheet this evening. Kenny over to Smith. Smith gets it to an open Hoffer. Going to take that 3. Not able to get it to go, but gets fouled. Little show of sportsmanship there as Dvorak helps up Hoffer. You always love to see that when players are helping each other up.
Yeah, that's always good to see.
Hoffer will be sent to the line for 3 as looks like Enerson's going to check back in for the Rough Riders at the next dead ball. So first one from Hoffer is good. 7 points on the evening for Talon Hoffer. Second is no good, just long as Enerson checks into the game for Red River. Third attempt from Hoffer is good. Goes 2 for 3 from the line after the foul on the 3-point shot.
It'll be interesting to see here if the Red River tries to work it into their big man down low now that Shrema has those 2 fouls.
You got it. It looks like they're trying to find him, but kicks it over to Benson down low. Going to work on Hoffer. Trader's going to take the 3-point attempt. Not able to get it to go, but rebound comes down to Parks.
Red River's doing a great job of swarming the rim after a shot goes up and trying to get that offensive rebound.
Benson looking to drive, but nothing there as he has to kick it over to Parks, who will drive, put up a little floater, and rebound comes down to Shrema and Shanley. Kenny with the ball on the near side. Drives baseline. Gets met by a couple players, but almost gets it to go, but will be sent to the line after the foul is called.
Yeah, Kenny did a great job there, getting kind of skinny through it and squeezing through 2 defenders to get the foul.
That foul is going to be on number 10, Parks. First personal, 6-team foul on Red River. So the next foul will send Shanley into the bonus.
You were right, Braden. They are putting in Connor Kraft, which is going to be an interesting move.
Connor Kraft is going to come in now, so it looks like I was right on calling that. Little surprised he didn't come in sooner, but nevertheless, he is in for Shanley. Going to make his presence unknown. I'm not sure which game it was, but a few weeks back, he did get some quality minutes.
He did, yes. He's a very athletic body for a big man, so it'll be fun to see how he matches up against the true big man for Red River.
We do have a foul on the play. It will be on Shanley. I believe they're going to call that on to Quincy Smith. Actually, they're going to get that on Connor Kraft. So making his presence known, maybe not in the best of way, but his name will be announced as he gets that foul called on him. First personal on Connor Kraft.
One thing Connor Kraft is really going to have to do tonight is play bigger than himself. And what I mean by that is he's going to have to really get physical down there because 40 has the size advantage on him, so he's going to have to definitely get bigger and play a little more physical than he's used to.
Yes, he is, as he's going to guard that bigger Steckler. And DeKaiser gets that three. Little energy now. We're going to see if that was going to come, and it is now here in the gym as Shanley hits that three-point attempt. Enerson going to work, gets over DeKaiser for the two-point shot.
It's just been a back-and-forth matchup so far. They've just been striking blows each time. So
Kenny drives baseline. Going to go off of Red River and stay with Shanley. And we do have another shout out from my aunt now, Lisa Alchinger, also watching with my cousin Grace. Thank you guys for tuning in. Miss you guys. Hope to see you guys soon. DeKaiser over to Kenny. Hoffer now sets the offense up. Quincy Smith looking for Kraft down low, but pickpocketed there by Parks. Parks going to take the two-point shot with the rebound coming down to DeKaiser and Shanley.
Oh, they have Quincy. Oh, yeah. That's just
Smith.
Just a miscommunication there for Red River. Smith snuck behind the defense there to get that easy lay-in.
That open basket brings him to 5 points on the evening.
McCormick Gymnasium has truly came to life here tonight.
Basket able to go for Red River. I did not see who made that shot as I was doing some stats. Did you see who made that?
I missed that too.
So Kenny finds an cutting DeKaiser, not able to get it to go. But it will go over to Red River.
For the Roughriders, number 5, Jamison Noltner.
So now checking in for Red River will be 5, Noldner.
It'll be interesting to see if Red River still tries to feed Steckler down low.
So something a little interesting is I believe Springer's going to be done for the evening as he is over there on the bench with ice on that left ankle. Not sure if that was something he injured in this game or if it was kind of bothering him on previous games as well.
Yeah, so that is a huge factor in this game tonight now that he is out.
3-point lead for Shanley with about 3:30 remaining in the first half. Tipped ball there by Dvorak. Red River fans wanted an over and back. Believed it got tipped there, so I believe it was the right no call.
It did get tipped there, so that was the right call.
Dvorak pushing the pace, goes up for the left-handed layup, and able to get it to go is Dvorak.
He got one to finish there, so that's good for Dvorak to rebuild his confidence.
Kenny swings it over to DeKaiser. DeKaiser to Hoffer in the corner. Smith's going to take the long three and cash.
Nothing but net. That was a good shot there. Caught it in rhythm and went up with it. That was a great shot there by Smith.
Shout out to Patrick Bath. Earlier we were talking about him, and he is watching at home. Patrick Bath, thank you for tuning in. Hope you feel better and can get back to school and play basketball pretty soon. Foul there will be called on Shanley. Benson will be sent to the line for 2.
That was a tough foul there. Just kind of seemed like there's a miscommunication between Hoffer and Kenny.
Benson shooting 2. You know, another thing to mention, not only is Springer out, but Obioha is also out for Red River. 2 big losses there if you're a Roughriders fan.
That's huge, especially with Obioha. He's a great player. He can do it on both ends of the floor, and his athleticism is bar none some of the best in the state. He can definitely get up, and it's impressive to watch him play.
I remember last year I was watching him play, and he put down a dunk, and I was like, that was one of the most athletic plays I've seen in quite some time by a high school athlete. Just a 2-point lead now for Red River.
Red River went back to that 2-3 zone here, so I think they're looking to get a trap in the corner.
Mears over to Smith. Smith to Hoffer. Smith going to take another long 3 and able to get that to go. A little fireworks there by Smith.
Smith is feeling it tonight. Those are some deep threes.
Stolen there by Hoffer. Lead 5 for the Deacons. Nice behind the back, but not able to get it to his other hand as Trader gets another basket to go. Smith stuck there, finds an open Hoffer who's going to drive right to the hoop. Not able to get to go, as Red River do have a chance to tie the game with a three-point attempt.
There were two quick turnovers there by Shanley, which is not what Shanley wants right now.
And just like that, only a 1-point lead now for Shanley with just under 2 minutes left in the first half. It's going to be it. Go ahead, Joe.
That was a good timeout there by Tony, or Coach.
Coach Tony Paper there.
Yeah. Excuse me. Got the name mixed up.
Yeah, you had him. I believe you knew him quite well earlier in the year. So.
Yes, just to calm his players down and just kind of get back to what they were doing earlier in the game.
So after the 30-second timeout, it will be Shanley ball. Just a 1-point lead. About 2 minutes left in the first half. And folks, remember to stay tuned for our last segment of the Senior Spotlight, featuring Mr. Joe Cava and myself, Brandon Altringer, will be interviewing each other, and you guys will get to know a little bit more about us and what our future plans are going forward after high school. Will be Smith bringing the ball up the floor for Shanley. Smith hands it off to Hoffer.
It'll be interesting to see if they're trying to get Smith open for a three here. He's had the hot hand tonight.
Mears trapped there. Not able to get to Kraft as Red River steals the ball. Will have a chance to get their first lead in quite some time. Nice cut there by Parks. Gets the foul called. Not able to get the basket to go, but will have a chance for two.
That was a nice cut there by Parks to get to the rim and get the foul to go to the line.
First personal on Owen Mears. 6 fouls on each team now. First one is good.
It's been a very clean game thus far by both teams, I would have to say.
Yeah, no one's in the bonus yet. Usually by this time, at least one team's in the bonus, if not the double bonus.
Yes.
So very clean game by both teams. Second one is also good. 2 for 2 from the line.
Looks like Red River's going to be putting on the press here.
And you mentioned that earlier. Red River is a very athletic team, able to switch between defenses just like that. We'll have to see how Shanley is able to handle it.
They really like going to that 2-3 zone to get those tip passes.
Lyer over to Hoffer. To DeKaiser as Red River will play that 2-3 zone. Smith back to Hoffer. Hoffer looking for someone to pass to. Swings it over to Lyer. Lyer over to DeKaiser in front of the Red River bench and Coach Krefting. 1 second left. Able to get it off, but does not hit the rim, so it will go over to the Roughriders.
Shanley is really struggling with Red River's pressure right now, so they're definitely going to need to calm down, take a deep breath, and make good, clean passes and try to get to the rim to get that easy shot.
So about 6 seconds separate the shot clock in game clock, so Shanley will have another shot with the last shot, shall I say, before halftime. Dvorak swings over to Benson. Going to take that open three. Not able to get it to go as a couple players hit the ball, and the rebound goes down to Red River. Spin move, left-handed layup by Dvorak, and that's why he's one of the better scorers in the Eastern Dakota Conference.
Yeah, that was a great move there by Dvorak to get to the rim.
5 seconds left. Hoffer, nice pass to Kraft. Going to get fouled as that layup went a little bit long. 1.6 seconds remaining as Kraft will be sent to the line for two. We'll have to see how his nerves are. Definitely be able to tell from the charity stripe on these two shots.
Yes, for sure.
That last foul on Red River will be on number 2, Trader. Second personal. First one no good. You know, it looked like a pretty good for him, though.
Yeah,
pretty
no,
good.
it was good. He just needs to take a deep breath, calm down, and just pretend like it's any other free throw.
Second one is good. Knocks it down. 1 for 2 from the line. Looks like Dvorak might have got away with the travel, but gets the shot up. Not able to get it to fall. As the score at halftime is 31-29 in favor of Red River. What does Shanley need to do coming into the second half now that they're down 2 after they had the lead?
They just need to keep Red River out of the lane. Red River's been doing a great job of driving to the hoop and getting to the rim. So if they can keep Red River out of the lane, that'll definitely make things interesting, as Red River has not been shooting the best from the three-point line.
All right, folks, now it's time for our final segment of the Senior Spotlight. And, folks, make sure you stay tuned. It'll just be a few minutes, and then you'll be able to go get some snacks and get ready for second half of boys basketball on Shanley TV. So, Joe, what is your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food, I'm going to probably have to go with steak. How about you, Braden?
I would probably say pizza. I'm a big pizza guy. I love my sausage pizza.
Okay, that's always
You're
a
a
good
steak
choice.
medium guy, you said?
Yep.
Medium well, medium
Medium rare,
Medium rare,
actually.
you're one of
Yep.
those guys.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm one of those
respect that.
guys.
Favorite color?
Favorite color, blue. How about you?
I'm red. We've
Red,
got a lot
okay.
of blue so far, so yep.
Okay.
Netflix or Disney Plus?
Netflix for
Netflix,
sure.
yeah,
How about
me
you?
too.
Yep.
Me too. Are you staying in or going to hang out with friends?
I'm going to hang out with friends.
I like going to hang out with friends
yeah,
too.
I'm not much for staying
Yeah.
inside.
I mean, sometimes a night in is nice, but not all the time.
Yep.
Are you a Nike or Under Armour?
Nike, hands down. I cannot stand
Yep,
Under Armour. How
I'm a
about you?
Nike guy too. So, are you a summer or winter? You like those lakes?
Oh, yeah, I'm a huge summer guy.
You're a
yep.
big boats guy, big pontoon guy.
Big
I
boats
like-
guy. Oh, yeah. How about you?
I enjoy the summer too. I liked skating though in the winter, so I can't go wrong with
Yeah.
either. Truth or dare? You a truth or dare kind of guy?
I'm a dare guy. I'm kind of like a risk
Yeah.
taker. How about you?
You know, I used to be a truth guy, but I kind of been going to those dares because I agree. Taking
oh,
that
yeah.
risk is fun. You only
Yeah.
live once, right?
Exactly.
Alrighty. What is your favorite class or was your favorite class at Shanley?
I'd have to go business law with Mrs.
With
Mack.
Mrs. Mack, one
Where's
of our
Mrs. Mack
advisors
at?
over
Oh,
there.
She's right over there.
But I would agree. One of her classes too. Mine was accounting. One of her classes as well. Really good teacher and good advisor for
sure.
Shanley TV.
Yes.
What is your favorite Shanley memory so far if you had to pick one? Kind of
Shanley,
tough.
that is a tough one. There's been a lot of good
I'll
memories
go
here.
first
Yeah,
here.
you
One of
go
my
first.
favorite ones wasn't really have to do with school, but I was able to go to Spain last summer with my Spanish class. So that was a lot of fun
Yeah.
for myself.
I'd have to go with the March for Life this year. Some of us senior guys went there, and it was just a really good time. So
That was a lot of fun. Very
Yes.
good experience there for Shanley High. And final question, what are your plans for next year in college?
I will be attending NDSU next year to play football and then go to school for, I'm not really sure yet. I'm still undecided, so I'm going to just
Yeah.
go in as undecided and then try to figure it out there.
Yeah,
How
you
about
still got some time. Yeah, I'm going to go to the U of M in the cities for business, maybe supply chain. I'm not quite sure as well, but we'll figure that out. So you're going to have a lot of fun playing football there.
Oh,
Hopefully
you'll
you
have
can-
a lot of fun at
Hopefully
U
you
of
can get a
M
couple
too.
rings, have
Yeah,
some
hopefully.
jewelry
We'll
showing
see.
us. Yeah. But, folks, thank you for tuning in for our final segment. It's been a blast giving you games over the past 4 years from Joe Cava and myself. So we just want to thank you guys for tuning in the past 4 years. And at halftime, it's going to be 31-29 in favor of Red River, about 7 minutes before the second half. So go get your snacks, go get anything you need, and be back for the second half of boys basketball on Shanley TV in about 7 minutes. And folks, before we get underway, we would like to remind you that Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathleticClub.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button, or become a member if you are not one already. It's easy to become a member, and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon Athletics to a higher level. So, folks, again, welcome back to Shanley TV for the second half of boys basketball. And Joe, 31-29 in favor of Red River. What does Red River or Shanley need to do to be successful and come away with a win?
Shanley just needs to keep Red River out of the lane. If they can keep Red River out of the lane and make them shoot, it'll definitely be good for Shanley. And then Red River just needs to keep the defense up. They've been playing really physical, which is not to Shanley's advantage. So if they can keep up the physicality, it'll be a good end of the game.
And Smith continuing his hot streak he had in the first half, gets the first 2 points of the second half, back at 31 apiece. Dvorak swings over to Benson, guarded by Hoffer. Looked like Smith almost got a jump ball there, but not able to hang on to it just long enough as Benson fakes a three-point attempt. Nice behind the back pass there by Trader, but the rebound will come down to DeKaiser.
That's been Red River's struggle all night, is finishing the basketball. They've been getting to where they need to be. They just can't finish, which just kills the coach.
Kenny getting a screen from DeKaiser, guarded by Benson, but kicks it out to Hoffer. Hoffer over to Kenny. Kenny gets it to go. He's had a couple of those down low where he's had two guys guarding him.
Yeah, that's just a good physical play there by Kenny, going up and getting that basket.
Dvorak down low. Gets Kenny in the air, but passes it to a cutting Enerson, who gets fouled there by Shrema.
That was good patience there by Dvorak. He was in a little bit of trouble, but he took his time and then got the pass off to Enerson.
And we do have another shout out from another one of my aunts, Karen Rasmussen. Thank you, Karen, for tuning in. Hope you're doing well in Chaska. Enerson going to work on Shrema, able to get the basket to go and the foul. Nice play there by the senior.
That was a good move there by Enerson, and that is Shrema's fourth foul. He picked up two back-to-back there, which is huge for Shanley, sending their big guy to the bench. So
good catch there by Joe, as he's probably going to be done for quite some time. I think at least 8 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the game goes and when they're going to need him to get back in the game.
And if I'm Red River here, that's where I bring in Steckler, their big man,
yes,
and just
for sure.
feed him down low and just keep feeding it to him until the Shanley can prove that they can stop him. Kenny going to take the open three in front of his coach and nails it. Going to be a 2-point lead now for Shanley.
That was a great shot there by Kenny. In rhythm, good shot there.
And he's found his groove the second part of the season as he's getting shots to go left and right for Shanley. Kenny with the rebound. Deacons look to extend their lead back out. Hoffer cuts. Looks like they are going to say that went off of Hoffer as the ref kind of hit Benson there.
Yeah, it looked like the ref was trying to point the other way and accidentally
just got a little too much into
Benson
it
in the gut there.
So if you're Benson there, you may be a little bit mad if he's not going your way, but looks like there are laughs there.
Yeah, they're laughing it off.
Dvorak now will be guarded by Kenny. Over to Benson. Finds the open Dvorak. Excuse me there. Kenny gets trapped and gets it out to Smith, who will push the pace for Shanley.
Looks like Red River is getting some traps there, which they got a foul called on them, but it was definitely applying the pressure to Shanley's offense.
DeKaiser over to Smith. Going to swing it over to an open Kenny. Going to take the three and nails another one now. I think that's 8 points now maybe for Kenny in the past minute or two. So
Kenny's definitely heating up from the outside here, so it'll be interesting to see if he can keep that up tonight.
With Smith in the first half, now Kenny stepping up for Shanley as Enerson gets one to go and the foul.
But Enerson's striking right back with 2 and 1s there, so that is huge.
Alrighty, folks, and we do have another shout out from another one of my aunts. This one's going to Debbie Burlock. Thank you, Debbie, for tuning in. Hope you are doing well. You know, you gotta love the family support. It's awesome having them
always
doing
the best. So that's good to see.
Kraft with the rebound for Shanley, as he's going to bring the ball up the floor and gets it right off to Hoffer, who's going to get fouled there. Not sure what was going on in the mind of Benson there, as that was a pretty obvious foul call there for the refs.
Yeah.
You know, every once in a while, though, players will have those mistakes where they're trying to get the ball and just kind of put their arm there a little too much.
They just lose kind of what's going on, and then.
But that, fortunate for enough, that's his first foul, so he's got plenty more to work with.
Yes, for sure.
Smith over to Kenny. Kenny back to Smith as Red River will go back to that 2-3 zone. Hallstein had the ball batted out of his hands by Trader. Looks like they're going to get the travel call. That looked like the right call.
Yep. Just took one too many steps there.
Wanted that long Euro step, but not going to be able to get that one to go.
Yeah, his legs weren't quite long enough there.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going to come up a little gingerly, kind of looking at his bench, but will stay in the game. We'll have to see if he can remain in the game, which would be another big loss. 3 of their top scorers would be out with about 14 minutes remaining.
It does look like they're going to send in Steckler here.
Holstein, nice pass there to DeKaiser, right through the hands to DeKaiser. Probably would have had an open layup, but just hang on to it.
That was a great pass there. DeKaiser just needs to hang on to that one.
And so, folks, we do have an update from you in hockey, as the North Dakota State hockey games, our tournament, are going on right now in Fargo. And I know, Joe, I think you were able to catch the Fargo South Shanley Bruins game earlier, as they won their opening quarterfinal game 9-1 over Minot. And, Joe, who's kind of your MVP of that game for Fargo South Shanley?
My MVP of that game is definitely Alex Semp. He played a great game, ended up with a hat trick, and just was a great all-around player in that game.
The scary thing of Alex Semp is he's only a sophomore, so
that is very scary. I just hope he sticks around. He doesn't go play for a minor league or something like that.
Yeah, he's definitely got options with
he's got
the skill
the
level he's got. So, you know, another name that's kind of stuck out was Drew Sandy, the senior, adding him.
Yeah, Drew Sandy is definitely on a mission this state tournament. He's got his mind on one thing, and that's a state championship.
That's for sure. And
his brother.
Brother and Ned Zach Sandy, their team is looking good for the rest of the state tournament. They play tomorrow at 5:30 at the SCHEELS Arena in the semifinals against Fargo Davies. So a little bit of a rivalry. So, mate, you guys are going to want to catch that one, as that'll be a good game at the SCHEELS Arena.
Yes, for sure.
So just a 1-point lead now for Shanley. Kenny with the ball over to Smith. Hoffer finds Holstein down low to DeKaiser. DeKaiser able to hang on to this one, but gets fouled by Enerson.
That was a great pass there by Holstein, finding DeKaiser on the low block there for the nice dish.
DeKaiser at the line, shooting 2. First one is no good as it rattles out.
That's always a tough one when you're shooting free throws and it rattles in and out. That's always tough to see.
Second attempt from DeKaiser is good. 1 for 2 from the line. Just over 13 minutes remaining in the game as Shanley holds a 2-point lead over Red River. And the girls' state tournament is also happening. We do have an update for the Fargo North-South team for girls hockey. And right now they're down 2-1, 10 minutes and 40 seconds into the first period. So plenty of game left there, but down 2-1, about 10 minutes into the game.
Enerson's picked up 2 quick ones. It's only his 2 fouls of the night, so that's good to see. But
that is good for him, but not good in that team foul category, as teams are fouling a little bit more this half, with both teams already having 4. Smith tries to drive baseline on Enerson. Holstein with the ball now. Finds Kenny outside the 3-point line. Hands it off to Smith. Smith going to kick to Holstein. Gets that one blocked in his face by Steckler. 2 seconds left on the shot clock, as Enerson's able to come away with it for Red River. Somehow that got back into the hands of Enerson.
Yeah, that was an interesting sequence of events.
Looked like Dvorak kind of bobbled it there, but Enerson will be sent to the line for 2 shots after the foul.
Enerson has definitely been a huge factor in this second half of the game so far.
First attempt is good as a host of Deacons check in. And folks, we do know some of you are asking about that girls game that's happening up in Grand Forks. As of now, we do not have an update on that game, but we will try to get one for you and let you know the score of that game that's taking place up in Grand Forks.
That is a great matchup as well tonight up in Grand Forks.
Yeah, 2 seed versus a 3 seed, so a lot of that could be a big momentum booster going into the EDC
for sure.
tournament next week. Mears to Hoffer, pump fake, gets that one blocked as well by both Parks and Steckler. Open Hoffer in the corner, gonna drive. That one almost got blocked, but they are gonna call him for a foul as time expired on the shot clock. So Hoffer will be sent to the line for 2. And we got one more family shout out for my family, and we're going to give this one to Terry Altringer and all of the family in Minot. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys are doing well and can't wait to see you guys soon. If you can't tell, I do have a pretty large family there on my dad's side.
Yeah, for sure. That's what it seems like.
It's always fun, though, giving them shout outs.
Yes,
and folks,
for sure.
Make sure to get in contact with us because we love giving you guys shout outs on Shanley TV. So I'm assuming the Red River hockey game is done as a couple players fans walked in with Red River jerseys on.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I've been noticing them kind of trickle in here.
Kind of perfect when you can get the 2-for-1 hockey and basketball on the same night as a 2-point shot for Dvorak is able to go. Just a 1-point lead now for Shanley. Liar, handoff to DeKaiser. Gonna take that 2-point pull up and perfect.
Great shot there by DeKaiser.
Dvorak, guarded by Mears, a little behind the back there. Swings it over to Enerson, trying to tie the game, but just short. Rebound comes down to Parks. Gets that one blocked, and Steckler gets that one to go. Just a strong play down low.
Yeah, that's just a big man play down low with Steckler just grabbing the ball, ripping it away, and then going up for that 2 points.
Kenny set to check in for Shanley at the next stoppage. Mears trying to drive on Steckler, doesn't get the foul call, and Red River gets the board. So Red River kind of tried to take advantage with Schraman now being out. Red River now has the lead again at 1, with Parks getting that one to go.
Seems like Red River's kind of finding their groove here later in the game. They're definitely clicking on all cylinders here.
And folks, as we do have another stoppage in play, we'd like to remind you that Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at ShanleyAthleticClub.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button or become a member if you are not one already. It's easy to become a member, and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon Athletics to a higher level. Before we get back into play here, we do have another shout-out. This one coming from Owe's grandparents of Owen Mears in Arizona. Thank you, Frank and Cheryl, for tuning in and supporting Shanley TV, as well as Owe on the floor.
Yeah, it's always good to see Owe out there just hustling around and making those good hustle plays.
Very athletic player there for Shanley.
I'm going to have to start calling him that in school now. He might not like that, but...
It's always fun when we can give shout-outs to grandparents. They have little nicknames like that for their grandson or granddaughter if the girls are playing. Red River going to set back in their man-on-man defense as Kenny swings over to Mears. Mears down low to Hoffer. Swings over to Kenny. Kenny thought about taking the 3, but it's going to swing it over to Hoffer.
Yeah, if I was Kenny in that situation, I would have definitely pulled it. He's been pretty hot this second half, so
yes,
I would have tested it.
Nice defensive play there by Owen Mears.
Owen.
Or Owe.
And Jackson Lyer.
And Jackson Lyer gets a 3-point basket to go there.
That was great hustle play there by Owen to save it, and then swing it over to Lyer for the 3-point basket.
Little energy building here in the gym for the Shanley faithful and Shanley bench as they're looking to get another stop on the defensive end. Enerson going to work against Kraft, and Mears almost got that one blocked. Looked like a block from here, but they are going to call a foul. Might have gotten a little body there, but the refs say did get him on the arm, so must have got him on the arm on the way up.
Enerson's been doing it all tonight. He's really been a force for Red River.
First one is good. Second attempt from the charity stripe for Enerson is also good. Really consistent from the line. Benson checking back into the game. Good to see for Red River as he was walking gingerly just a few minutes ago.
It'll be interesting to see if Red River stays in man or if they switch it into their 2-3 zone and get a quick steal.
Mears, they're going to be in that man-to-man as Hoffer has the ball in the corner. Going to take that three. It's going to be just long. Rebound coming down to Red River. And again, Owen Mears making another defensive play and gets the basket to go. But I believe they might call him for a delay of game here or a delay of game warning as he hit that ball out of bounds when it came through the hoop. It's going to be just a warning, so another one of those, and Coach Tony Paper will not be happy with Owen Mears.
I think Mears was just a little excited there after getting that steal in the quick two.
A little bit of momentum there. Try to get back. Want a little bit of an edge there getting back before Red River was ready to throw it in. As Steckler is going to go to work. Connor Kraft holding his own there against Steckler.
Yeah, Kraft has been doing very well tonight by holding his own with Steckler.
Mears over to Hoffer. Hoffer guarded by Dvorak. Mears trying to find a place to drive. Kicks over to Lyer, who kicks it right up to Kenny on the top of the key. That one's just long as he took a 2-point fadeaway shot.
On that one, Kenny just needs to go straight up. He doesn't need to be fading away on that. If he went straight up with that, he'd have a way better likelihood of making that shot.
Foul on the play there. They're going to get that one on Owen Mears. Third personal, as a few Red River Roughriders will check in at the next dead ball.
I know I sound like a broken record here, but Enerson has been a one-man wrecking crew tonight. He has definitely been keeping Red River in this game.
Yeah, started a little slow on the scoring sheet, but then kind of got it going into gear and hasn't looked back since. Doing it from the three-point line, 2-point shots, and also at the charity stripe as Park is going to check in for Enerson. So we got 49-49, about 8:30 remaining in the second half. And again, I just want to bring up that momentum. How big of a win would this be for either team with EDC? Maybe starting on Saturday if there's a play-in game needed. Most likely for Shanley, they will be playing on Saturday in a play-in game. How big is that to get this win, get some momentum going into that game?
It's huge. It's a big momentum game. So if they can get this win and then keep that momentum rolling into the play-in game perhaps or the EDC tournament, it's always good to have that.
Kenny swings it over to Hoffer. Guarded there by McQuillan, who checked in for the first time for Red River. Hoffer over to Lyer. Lyer to Mears. Kicks over to Kenny. Had the hot hand over there. Just long as Mears tries to save it. Going to get a foul called there on Benson.
I've got another shout out here from one of our fellow classmates, Isaac Berglund. He is watching from his home in South Fargo, so thanks for tuning in, Isaac.
Guys, and remember, always let us know that you're watching. We're happy to give you a shout out. We love to do it, so make sure you guys shout us out if you are watching. You can get a hold of us on Twitter. Out of bounds off of Red River. Break there for Shanley as the first free throw was not good.
That's a tough break there for Red River, not being able to grab onto that ball.
Kenny looking for someone to pass into. Finds Hoffer just beyond the three-point line. Mears going to take that open three, but not able to get to go as rebound comes down to Dvorak. Parks looks in the drive, gets a 2-point basket to go, and the foul.
Very athletic play there by Parks, being able to drive the rim, go up and under for the two and the foul.
Fourth personal on Owen Mears. Now 2 players for Shanley with 4 fouls. Still about 8 minutes remaining. So we'll have to see what Coach Tony Paper decides to do. Free throw attempt is no good. Rebound comes down to Steckler, and he gets fouled and will be sent to the line for 2. Maybe a little bit of momentum going over to Red River right now. We'll have to see.
Yes, for sure. Red River has just been doing a great job on getting those offensive boards, so it'll definitely be interesting to see what Coach Paper does here.
First attempt from Steckler. No good, as Schrema and DeKaiser going to check back into the game. Schrema with those 4 fouls. What is he going to have to do?
He's going to have to play. It depends what Coach Paper told him to do. So there's many things. He could play normal and then risk getting that 5th foul, or he could play a little more conservative and kind of be a little hesitant on the defensive end and not play as aggressive, which then Red River can have the chance to attack him and get buckets. So it'll be interesting to see what he does.
Kenny now with the ball. Looking for someone to pass to. Finds Schrema down low. Over to Lyer. Hoffer to DeKaiser. Guarded there by McQuillan. Gets met there by Steckler. Somehow gets it over to Lyer. 2 seconds left. Hoffer with the 3-point attempt. Just short. Schrema with the rebound, but gets blocked by Steckler.
Steckler is definitely a presence down there with that height, being able to block all those shots.
Making his presence known. Down low for Red River as Dvorak has the ball and will set up the offense. Dvorak, 3, get it to go, and you can't leave him open as he is cash from outside.
He's been very quiet tonight, but he is, with that shot there, it just shows that he can shoot it from outside.
A foul there called on Dvorak, 3rd personal. So both teams are already in the bonus, most likely going to be in the double bonus in just a few minutes. So it's going to come down to free throws and which team can make more and be more consistent from the line.
Yeah, this second half has been a lot different than our first half. First half, I mean, we were barely into the bonus with 2 minutes to go, and we're almost already into the double bonus at the 6:41 mark.
Hoffer's attempt is good. And we do have this break. We are going to give another shout out to Lynn Swenson. Thank you, Lynn Swenson, for tuning in, and always tune in. We appreciate the support for Shanley TV. Second attempt from Hoffer is also good. Just a 3-point lead now for Red River with about 6:30 remaining in the matchup. Pass down to Steckler. Able to hang on to it. Kicks out to Trader. Gonna drive and gets that knocked out of bounds off of Shanley.
Schrema's playing really good defense out there. He's just going straight up and down and just not jumping into anybody, and he's playing very conservative, but also being very effective.
Very experienced, shall we say, being that senior. Going to Minot State next year to play college basketball. So about 6:30 remaining. What does Red River need to do to keep this lead and go away with the win going back home to Grand Forks?
Just they need to keep being aggressive. They need to keep attacking the hoop, which they've been doing so far. They have Shanley in kind of a position where they want them. Like, they have some guys in foul trouble, so if they can keep attacking, that's definitely going to work to their advantage.
For sure. So yeah, about 6:30 remaining. Like I said, definitely going to come down to probably the final possession for either one of the teams, or free throws, which Shanley's kind of struggled in the past. Kind of kicked it into gear about halfway through the season, maybe a little later. Kind of found their groove, but if they can't make those free throws, Red River is going to walk away with an easy win. Yeah. Or vice versa, shall we say, too.
Exactly. That's always huge when it comes to these close games, and then the end of games is who's making more free throws.
And, folks, we do have a Eastern Dakota Conference boys score for you. Cheyenne and Davies playing over in Fargo. Cheyenne's up 32-22 at halftime. A little surprising, as Davies is a very athletic team. Both teams are very athletic, but Davies does have that 1 seed currently.
That is very surprising, but only halftime, so I'm sure both teams will make adjustments there. But it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out.
Dvorak just short on that floater. Rebound comes down to Schrema. DeKaiser over to Kenny. Looks like Schrema wanted to dunk there, but will get the 2-point basket to go. Just 1 point separates the Roughriders and the Deacons.
Yeah, it did look like Schrema wanted that dunk, but it's always good just to get the 2 points.
Yep. Benson going to drive baseline. Faces DeKaiser there, and they are going to get him for a charge there. As the Riders coaches are pointing out that he was inside the restricted area, but it will be a charge going the other way.
That could have been I couldn't really see from up here, but it did look like the Kaiser might have had a foot in the restricted area.
Smith with the ball now, guarded by Trader. Trying to drive Bright, and that gets knocked out of bounds with some force by Trader.
Yeah, that's good defense there by Trader, just being up in Smith's grill and really working him on the defensive end.
Kenny taking the ball out of bounds in the corner, gives it into Schrammel, finds an open Hoffer outside. Finds open to Kaiser, puts up the 2-point floater, gets it to go, gets the lead back for the Deacons at 1.
That was a good floater there to get up and over the arm of Steckler.
About 5 minutes remaining. Shanley faithful cheering their team to get a stop, as they are going to get one as Smith hit that one away and gets it out to Kenny to get past half court.
That was a big stop there from Shanley. Big momentum swing.
Hoffer just short, but Schrema almost comes down with the board. As Red River looks to push the pace, blocked there by Smith underneath. Steckler able to get the ball back and gets it to go.
That was just good hustle play there by Steckler, being in the right position at the right time.
Smith guarded by Trader, over to Kenny. Gets a screen there from DeKaiser, goes right into the body of Enerson. Nice athletic play there from Enerson to save that.
One thing to note, Enerson is a high jumper in track, which you can obviously see here out on the court tonight as he has those hops.
Definitely transitions from the track and field to the basketball floor. Kenny going to take that open three and gets it to go. A third three of the night, I believe, gives the lead back out to 2 for Shanley.
He is still feeling it tonight. He hit a few earlier in the second half, and he hit one here, which was huge for Shanley.
Shanley faithful, getting some energy in this gym. That was kind of lacking at the beginning of this game, but has picked up quite substantially since then. Park's going to pull up for a 2-point shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound coming down to Smith. Going to push the pace a little bit. Kicks over to Kenny. Has the hot hand this evening. Just long with the rebound coming down to DeKaiser, who gets fouled and will be sent to the line for, I believe, the double bonus. That is 10 fouls on Red River. And we can definitely feel the energy coming into this gym now as it's picked up quite a bit. These are the games that are fun to watch.
Yes, for sure. It was a little quiet earlier on in the game, but the energy has definitely picked up here in the second half.
First attempt is no good from the line for DeKaiser.
This is where you really need to make free throws in these situations.
Second attempt from DeKaiser is good. 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Dvorak swings it over to Parks, who will take control of the Red River offense. Down to Enerson in the corner, guarded by DeKaiser to Dvorak. Going to take that 3-point attempt and gets it to go. Tie game now back at 59 with just over 3 minutes remaining.
Looked like the Dvorak was a little off kilter there, and he just went up with it and shot it, and it went in. That was a great play.
Yeah, that's a player that's playing with a lot of confidence that can go up and do that. DeKaiser not able to get that one to go. Rebound comes down to Red River. Enerson over to Parks, guarded by Hoffer. Dvorak going to take another three. Gets that one to go too. 3-point lead now for Red River.
And that's what Dvorak can do to you. You know, right away he wasn't really feeling the three ball, but in this second half he has heated up, and Shanley's definitely need to get a hand in his face later in this game.
It was just about time he heated up, because there's always a game where he's going to start slow, but he'll end strong. As Smith's going to take the three, get one of his own, just short. Red River looks to extend their lead.
Right now, Shanley just needs to take deep breath and play some good defense.
Steckler gets that one stolen by DeKaiser. Gets that one out to Smith. DeKaiser gets fouled. Probably a good thing, as Smith did not get the layup to go. So DeKaiser will go to the line for 2.
That is one thing Red River really needs to work on, is getting back on defense. Shanley's really killing Red River in that transition play right now.
2 shots from the Kaiser at the line. First one is up and good. Benson checks back in to the game for Steckler. And if you're Shanley, you've got to think they're going to try to look down to Schramer with Steckler going to the bench.
Yes, for sure. That's taking Steckler out is huge now because Schramer definitely has the size advantage down low.
De Kaiser is good from the line. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe.
It's always good to see him hitting these free throws late in the game.
1 point lead now for Red Rivers. We have a foul called. I believe that's going to be called on Emmett Kenny of Shanley.
On the Deacons, number 14, Emmett Kenny. First foul.
That'll be his first personal, but 10th team foul, so Dvorak will be at the line for the double bonus.
That is one thing to note. Both teams are in the double bonus here. So they'll definitely have to watch out for those fouls late in the game.
Second attempt from Dvorak is no good, so goes 1 for 2 from the line. Hoffer sets up the Deacon offense as Red River sits in their 2-3 zone. Hoffer picks up his dribble, swings it over to Kenny on the near side. Back to Smith up top. Bounce pass to Kenny. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Gonna have to get a shot up. Kaiser's gonna take the 3. Rebound goes down to Red River.
Yeah, that's definitely a shot De Kaiser didn't want. He had to kind of force that there, which definitely threw him off his game a little bit.
Dvorak swings it over to Trader. Gets a screen from Benson there. Nice tip pass there by Hoffer, who goes to save it, but looks like he's going to step out of bounds, so it will stay with Red River.
That is a great hustle play there by Hoffer. Just even though he didn't get that save, the effort to get that save was definitely what coaches want to see.
Dvorak going to work on Kenny, finds a cutting Enerson, who gets the basket to go, and the foul. What a play there for Red River.
That was a huge basket there by Enerson, just to keep his composure, go up through the contact, and get the end one. He's been doing that all night.
Yes, he has it. That's going to be the 5th personal foul on Schramer, and his night is going to end a few minutes early. Probably not to his liking, but Jackson Lyer will check back into the game for Shanley. It is good. Converts the 3-point play for Red River. Now a 5-point lead for the Roughriders.
The Roughriders are they were in a 2-3 zone, so it'll be interesting to see now that Coach Paper called a timeout if they'll change the defense just to throw a loop at Shanley, not to know what they're going to come out in.
So as we do have a timeout break, we do have a score update in that North-South girls hockey game on the state tournament over at Farmers Union Insurance Arena. It's 2-1 still in favor of Minot at the end of the first period. You know, both teams that Shanley co-op with have a really good shot at making that state championship matchup on Saturday, wouldn't you say?
Yes, for sure. Both Shanley teams who they co-op with have been very consistent this season, so it'll definitely be interesting to see how the end of their seasons play out.
Yeah, girls team starting with a little more momentum. Lost a couple games recently, still quite a bit of success though, and the boys really picking it up the past second half, playing with a lot of confidence, getting that 9-1 win, putting up 9 goals in the state tournament. It's very impressive. So we'll have to see how they are able to do in the weekend days.
Yes, for sure. Those 9 goals are impressive, and it's also a confidence booster for the rest of the kids on the team just to be able to bury one of those goals in there. They're feeling a little less tense as they go into the semifinals tomorrow.
Hoffer will be throwing the ball in for Shanley. Hoffer going to take that 3-point attempt and gets it to go. You know, been cold in the prior shots, but this one able to go. Big shot there for Shanley.
That was a huge shot there for Shanley. Now they just need to get a stop here.
Enerson with the ball, guarded there by De Kaiser, and gets it back out to Dvorak with just under a minute remaining in the game. Everyone's on the edge of their seats in this gym, as a big stop would be for Shanley if they were able to get one.
Looks like they'll take it down to the last shot here on the shot clock.
Dvorak, 5 seconds left. Not able to get to go, but huge rebound there for Red River.
That was a huge rebound. Shanley doesn't need to foul yet, but they might need to be looking into that.
Looks like they're going to stay. Liar stepped on the line there and went out of bounds, so we'll stay with Red River as Steckler will go to the bench as Trader checks back into the game.
There's a 6.3 difference on the shot clock to the game clock. And we'll have a timeout here by Coach Paper.
Alrighty, Joe. So the real question is, if you're Shanley right now, what are you doing? Are you fouling, or are you going to play out these last 21 seconds on the shot clock and try to get up a shot with about 6 seconds remaining?
That's a great question. If I were coaching, I would play good hard defense, and I wouldn't tell my players to foul, but I would tell them go for the steal. If you can get the steal, go for it. If you foul, then we'll have to live with it.
Absolutely. I think that would be the best thing possible to happen for Shanley. And if you're Red River, it comes down to free throws or a made basket here.
Yes, for sure.
You need a make of some sort to get that lead out to 3. 2-point lead's pretty good, but 3 gives you a little more comfort.
That little extra cushion, yeah.
Yep, in case Shanley did hit that three-pointer on the other end. And so, folks, if you have anyone that's going to get snacks, make sure you get back for the last 27 seconds of basketball as we are in store for a great finish. So make sure you guys get back to the screen as we are just coming out of the timeout.
One thing to note, does Mears have 4 fouls, or is he?
I believe he still has 4 fouls. I don't think he's fouled out quite yet. So
I could see him maybe subbing him a little later in the game if they're looking for a steal.
Benson throwing it in. Finds Dvorak up top, guarded by Kenny, and Shanley's going to decide not to foul right away and play this last 15 seconds out on the shot clock. Dvorak still guarded by Kenny. 10 seconds remain on the shot clock. Almost out of bounds there by Red River. Just able to hold on to it is Parks as Dvorak goes. Gets a nice move. Able to get the basket to go. Lead out to 4 for Red River. 5 seconds remaining. Hoffer gets it stolen, and Red River is going to sneak away with the victory this evening. And boy, what a game by Red River and Shanley. What are your takeaways for each team?
Both teams played great tonight. They had us on the edge of the seat the entire night. Red River just squeaked away at the win. They put a few more stops together at the end of the game, which gave them the lead. Only a 4-point game. So both teams played a great game.
Yeah, both teams are in set for a good run in the postseason, as I believe Shanley will now play on Saturday in a play-in game, but Red River will have a home game next Tuesday in the first round of the Eastern Dakota Conference Tournament. Joe, any final remarks before we send it away?
It's just a great night of basketball.
Great night, and folks, we want to thank you all for tuning in all season as this wraps up our coverage of basketball and hockey, wraps up our winter season. But make sure you guys come back here for our spring season featuring soccer and softball. But again, we want to thank you guys for watching this evening and tuning in. We love the support, and we love to hear from you guys. So thank you very much. And before we go, we do not have a score from the girls' game yet. We do apologize for that as we were not able to get one. But make sure you guys go onto Twitter and maybe look up ND Preps or go to the EDC Twitter page or their website later tonight, and they'll have that score up you again. That would be the girls' matchup of Red River and Shanley. For Braden Altringer, our entire crew, and Joe Cava, the final score from Fargo Shanley is Red River 68, Shanley 64. To watch the archive version of this entire game and our other broadcasts, go to ShanleyT.com. The preceding has been a presentation of Shanley TV.